It is indeed an honor and a privilege to host this very wonderful evening on behalf of the entire lovely Professional University. I'd like to thank Dr. Nicolai for coming here with us, and this is the day two of this particular event. And the previous day, we were talking about friend within, the friend that you have within yourself, the friend that you talk to, the friend who is involved with every criminal act of yours, the friend that you're talking to when you're sleeping, the friend that is dreaming along with you, the friend that is the ice to your cream, that is the peanut to your butter. I mean, the hidden friend inside yours. We all have the hidden friend inside us. And but today's session is about healthy lifestyle because you have money, good. You have knowledge, better. But if you have health, that's the best possible thing that you can have in your life. Because money and your knowledge wouldn't go anywhere unless you do not have a very good and a sound health. And I'd like to tell you people something about today's wonderful speaker, Dr. Veronique Nicolai. And she is a pediatrician, an MD, meditation trainer, and yoga instructor about prenatal yoga and has settled in India. She has been in India from the past 20 years. She has been running international healthfulness program from the past 12 years to train meditation trainers specialized in meditation support for patients with a special concern for cancer patients and fertility director heartfulness yoga school and heading heartfulness yoga teacher training programs in India and abroad since 2017, and she is a heartfulness practitioner from the past 25 plus years. And after that we are going to have a meditation event for almost 25 minutes or 20 minutes, perhaps I should say, with Madam Swarsha Mehra. She is a housemaker, a heartfulness trainer, and has been into the system from the past 20 years. I'd like to welcome Dr. Nicolai on the behalf of the entire lovely Professional University. Thank you so very much, ma'am. We are very excited and delirious for your particular session, and students have been asking me about this particular session throughout the day, that who is this eminent personality who is going to talk about a healthy lifestyle. Thank you so very much for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for your very dynamic introduction. So, am I audible well? Yes, is the sound?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are perfectly audible. You are good to go, and the stage is all yours. Off to you, ma'am, in 3, 2, and 1.
Thank you. So, I'm a pediatrician, and I actually started this heartfulness meditation. You know, this 5 days is all about that. When I was at your place, in your seat, during my studies in France, and you're going to see, you know, that we'll explain to you a few tools. Yesterday you saw relaxation meditation. Today I will speak to you about health and also about the second tool that was for me the most important when I started. And I feel for students, it might be the one that you like mostly at the beginning, because it's a little more intellectual than meditation. Meditation asks us to be a little more settled. And when we are, you know, students, like when I started, I actually didn't really feel like getting up in the morning to meditate, and I prefer to do the cleaning in the evening. So now both are necessary, and for this, you know, entire thing to work. But it's okay if you start at your own pace. So why we do this, you know, as heartfulness meditators and trainers, is because we have benefited from it. I have benefited as a student. My children are students, and they benefit from it right now, you know, being able to center, to focus, to relax at all levels. And for me today, I would like to first talk to you a little bit about health. So I hope you don't make a face, because I know that it might not be, you know, your favorite topic. But I've picked only a few tips that I would like to share with you. And for that, I'll share a few slides that I have prepared, and that I hope will be very practical and not just theoretical. I hope you can see my screen. And so, yes, as said in the introduction, you know, starting with a good health is a good thing to do. And I hope that all of you are healthy at your age and that you should maintain it. And for that, there are a few keys to know that will help you to maintain the good health that you have when you're young, you know. And that means just being a little bit careful about your lifestyle. And for that, there are 7 points to be really taken care of. So the first one is the food. Okay, I'll give you one tip about food, one explanation that I hope will maybe change the way you eat. Then we'll talk about water, the importance of drinking and breathing. And then we'll talk about bowel movement and appetite, exercise, sleep, and relaxation. If you remember those 7 tips, okay, and you kind of check these in your daily life, then you maintain health. And interestingly, relaxation and sleep are part of it. So sleep, I know you know from, I'm sure, your mom and your parents that you need to take good care of your sleep. But relaxation is as important as the diet you have or the exercise that you do. And I hope this is news to you, and I hope you like it, because that's what we're going to teach you to do, to relax, and even to relax deeper through cleaning and meditation. So if you look at food, which will be my first advice, I wanted to just make you realize, if you don't know that anymore, that we say we know we are what we eat. It's definitely making our body, the body that you can touch, and making your organs work properly, but it also makes your mood different. Okay, and your mind, your mindset will be affected by the kind of food that you eat. That was something very new to me, and I really loved it, because I'm going to be a little more careful about that. If I'm healthy, I don't really care about the food I eat, and I can eat anything. But my mood, if it has to be affected by what I eat right now, not in the future, then I'm going to look at that. So if you look at what is the quality of food, I'm sure you've heard about tamasic, sattvic, and rajasic food. Rajasic food actually keeps your mind in the future. It could be good if it was not actually the best factor to be stressed. People who are always, wondering what's going to happen tomorrow, and, trying to think about planning and all this, are actually very stressed people. The food that will encourage this tendency are spices, onion, garlic, white milk, alcohol, all the rajasic food, tea and coffee, chocolate, kidney beans, and peanuts. Okay, so there are many things that we all like. And on the opposite scale, you have the tamasic food. So tamasic food actually will keep your mind in the past. And most of the people who have that tendency, tend to actually worry about, prefer what was before, and, feel a bit depressed and don't feel like moving forward, even in life, in their projects or career or studies. So if you have this tendency of, you feel like, oh, I wish I could be a little more dynamic, look at what's in your plate. Are you eating a lot of frozen, reheated, fried food, canned food, refined food, processed food? Then you might want to change and add a little more sattvic food on your plate. Sattvic means fresh, locally grown. That is now, very much in fashion, but it has always been, in Ayurvedic diet, to eat what is grown in your garden, or at least in your community. Grains. And as you can see, it's mainly a vegetarian diet. And sprouts might be the one that is the best, element to actually show what sattvic food is. Because in sprouts, you really have the element of, life energy inside the grain that you're eating. So it's an excellent thing to add. And if you are, right now at home, it's easy to do. Even if you are at the university in your room, you can always sprout some grains, some moong dal in a bowl. It's very easy to do. And if you add this to whatever diet that is given, maybe you don't have a choice. I know how campus food can be. It will balance your plate and balance your mind. That's what I'm actually worried about today, and that's what I wanted to bring to your attention. Your mood, the state you feel in, the dynamism, or maybe the freshness that you have in your mind, is also reflected by what you have in your plate. I'm not going to talk about calories and grams and proteins and all this. But essentially, the mind. This is where we're going to take you with heartfulness in all our presentations. Now, if you look at one element, I'm sure some of you have noticed that alcohol is actually both rajasic and tamasic. And that's not a mistake. It's not a typo. It's because alcohol is actually a catalyst. So when a catalyst, what it does, whatever is there present already in you will become, activated. So if you are already someone who worries and who, is hyperactive, you drink alcohol, you will become more. So you will be more stressed, more worried. Okay. If you are someone who's more, lethargic and depressed, if you drink alcohol, it will also aggravate that tendency. And again, here, as a doctor, I'm talking only about the mind, not talking about all the other negative effects that it has on your liver, on your blood, on your brain cells. But that's something to remember, because I know youth, you actually look at how is it going to affect me now? I want to enjoy my life now. So now in your plate, this is what food is doing. And if you want to change it and to be, the master of your food, please watch what's in your plate. That's all for food, and I want to take you to water. How much water you drink every day, I'm not sure. When I ask this question, usually I have maybe 30% of people who actually know how much water they drink. And it would be nice that you try one day to find out. The best way, that what I found in India, which we don't do in my country, is to carry water bottles. So yeah, you know how many times you have refilled it during the day. And you can check if you have been drinking, those 3 liters that we should all drink as a minimum. Whether the weather is hot or cold, please try to drink 3 liters. But I would like to insist on one part of drinking water that I felt was a very nice way to start, this attention that you put to water. It's the morning. So what I do is when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, I'm, of course, freshening myself. But then I will go and drink 2 big glasses of water, okay? Not the small tumbler, bigger glasses. That's why I put those 2 here. And with these 2 big glasses of water, it already represents half a liter, okay? So the moment I wake up, I drink those half a liter of water. And then I do my meditation. So that's a practice that I do. Maybe you do something else. And then after another half an hour, 1 hour, I will drink another 2 glasses. So I try, and that's actually an Ayurvedic advice, try to drink 1 liter of water from the moment you get up until, the moment you have your breakfast, if possible, in the first 1 hour after you wake up, you get up. Why is that important? First, you would have already, been drinking 1/3 of what you're supposed to drink, which is nice, it's dawn. You recover from the night. Maybe you've been sweating under the fan or even in the AC. It's quite dry air. But also, it will flush whatever food has been remaining, may be remaining in your stomach. This food, because it's yesterday's food, is tamasic. You learned that from the first slide if you didn't know it. So tamasic food, whatever, new food you're going to put, you can put fresh fruits and sprouts. It's going to turn everything into tamasic food. So it's better to flush your stomach. And to do that, you need to drink at least half a liter, if possible, 1 liter. Little drop of lemon would be fantastic, because lemon, although it's acidic in taste, actually makes your stomach alkaline, which is also what we're trying to do, because everything else we usually eat or drink is mostly acidic, and it's nice if we start the day with something alkaline. 2 glasses of water when you wake up with lemon, okay, and then repeat after half an hour or 1 hour, and then this is a very, very good day to start looking at your intakes of water. Very simple tip, okay? So breath, the way you breathe is really important. As you know, I'm also a yoga teacher, and breathing is with pranayama something very important. But it's not, pranayama is not to be done only on the mat. We actually should use this exercise that we do on the mat during our life situations. And so this circle I've represented is in pink is you and me, okay? And the large gray circle is me, my energy, the way I stand in front of people and I interact with others. The moment the stress impacts myself, actually this energy layer contracts around myself and becomes so small, like a gray circle. And you will see that if you have any stress, either it is vocal or visual or physical, someone shouting at you or someone pushing you, you'll see the first thing that is affected is your breath. You will stop breathing, you'll breathe shallow. And to recover from that stress, the first thing to do is to breathe. Okay? So whatever you have learned in yoga on the mat, breathing with the abdomen, inhaling and exhale. Just do that. And you will see that you will recover actually your ground, your energy, your stance to respond properly to the situation that you've been through. So breathing is important in every single moment of your life. Not only, for all the oxygen that it brings and all this, but I want you to try to use these breathing techniques, whenever you need it most. That means in a stress situation. Okay, that was my third tip. So Ayurveda is also asking us to look at our appetite and our bowel movements, because these two are indicators of the first three elements that we're supposed to watch for our health. So if your appetite is too much or down specifically, or if your bowel movements do not happen regularly every day, that means that you have to review what you have done is 1, 2, and 3. Either you're not breathing enough, or you're not eating properly, too much sugar, too much carbs or refined things. So try to put more fibers, or maybe you have not been drinking enough. So these are indicators of your health. And maybe you would have to add exercise to it. So you all know how exercise is important. And I have to insist that exercise right now in the COVID situation, where we keep being locked down, where we are not able to go out, maybe we are not able to access gym spots or facilities that we had before, be very, very mindful to continue being active at least for 1 hour every day. And I would like you to think about it as a game more than an exercise. Because if you do it as a challenge, you add a stress to your mind and your body. So don't do it, don't do a workout as a stressful factor, because it will actually aggravate, all the stress and activate your sympathetic system and completely imbalance your mind also. But do something that you like to do. You can choose, maybe it's just walking, maybe it's just playing badminton or frisbee on the terrace, but do something physical for 1 hour every day. That also will reflect on your bowel and appetite. And you will know, this actually is one of the factors that is mostly impacting bowel movements is exercise. Also, when you do exercise, you also activate your breathing. Okay? So breathing and exercise are there together. So I do yoga. It's very easy to do at home. You can do at your home. There are many, many channels online that offer yoga classes. Artfulness also has some yoga exercises that you can check with us on YouTube. And all this is free. So it's quite easy to actually do something interesting, and you can change every day. But please make sure that you continue to exercise during this pandemic situation. Sleep. So sleep is my sixth chapter, of tips for your health. And unfortunately, it is very difficult for people of your age to take it seriously. So I would like just to tell you a little more how, give you information. Once you have information, you can think about what you want to do with that. So if you're well informed, I think you'll get, the right choice, that you want to do. So here is the brain, there are two different glands that I would like to bring to your attention. The pineal gland at the back, very, very deep in the brain, at the level of the eyes, We also call it the third eye because its structure, the neuronal structure is very close to the retina. So those cells are able, although this gland is deep in our head, in our brain, it's able to feel the light. It's sensitive to light. And because it's a gland, it secretes melatonin. Maybe you've heard that because it's also medicine now. It's a medicine that helps you to sleep. So it's a normal, hormone that we fabricate in our brain. And the pineal gland actually checks the light. And when the night is falling down, pineal gland says, oh, there's no light anymore. So it starts secreting melatonin that puts your entire body, all your systems, your metabolism, and your brain and energy level, to be ready to go to sleep. So what happens if I'm on my screen, my phone or my computer? If I read or if I watch things instead of taking a book, which is what happens to all of us right now, okay? Well, there's light directly emitting into my eyes, and actually, we can suppress a little bit that if we put something on our forehead, then the pineal gland will not be able to be touched by the light. So if you actually are on your phone and have that blue light, touching your pineal gland says it's not time to sleep. And it doesn't put your entire system to sleep. So it also is the result of people having insomnia or difficulty to fall asleep. So if you have difficulty to fall asleep and you need to sleep because something is important the next day, remember that taking a book, a paper book, okay, not a Kindle or anything, or you can also try to change the color of your background on your computer, make it black instead of white. There are many now software that's allowed to do that on your phone. Reduce the brightness so that you kind of reduce the impact of the light on your pineal gland. Okay, so that's one thing that's really important to fall asleep. And the second hormone I want to talk about is the growth hormone that's secreted by the pituitary gland in the front. So growth hormone is not something that we need only when we are children. Yes, of course, we need at that time. But it's also a hormone that helps us to heal and to maintain our immune system ready to fight. This hormone is secreted especially in deep sleep, and these cycles happen at the beginning of our sleep cycles. It happens specifically before midnight. So when I go to sleep day after day after day after midnight, I actually miss the chance. Of course, it still is produced, but the best time when it is produced is missed. And my growth hormone cannot do this function of helping my body to heal, to self-heal. Okay, and you'll say, yeah, but I don't have anything to heal. Well, we do. Every day our cells are being destroyed, and they need to be reformed. All of our tissue are in constant anabolism, and the catabolism and the anabolism happens only because of the growth hormone. It is even more true if you are sick. And you know very well that when you're sick, the only thing you want to do is to sleep, because this is where your energy is needed to fight, okay, and to be able to recover. So sleep is actually really important also right now, because we need to be ready to fight in case we are in contact with coronavirus. Okay, so it's important to know that, so that whenever you feel you start feeling shaky, and then maybe you're catching a cold or something, make sure you have a good night's sleep, and you might completely recover before anything happens. Okay, so use it as a very, very good tip to master your health. Okay, so that was about sleep. And the last tip is relaxation. And I think it's fantastic to know that actually, relaxation is part of your plan to health. And we know that this has been neglected, for many, many years, and specifically in this modern era where everything is about speed and going fast and doing things everything's fast and deadlines and we want to touch everything, we want to do everything, we have access to everything. And we forget to just sit, quietly and maybe just look outside, look at the sky, relax the eyes, relax the body. And so in Heartfulness, we have proposed to you a relaxation technique that you can use as a tool. If you don't have time to take the time to relax, at least do some relaxation. And if you really want to feel a deeper relaxation, then meditate. Meditate has many, many advantages, specifically at the mind level, giving focus, giving, depth, allowing you to really know yourself and to take decisions with a good discrimination. So all these are, benefits of meditation. But on the health level, it is necessary. And it's already many years that the American Heart Association has made it mandatory to do meditation for people who recover. They have programs to recover after a heart attack. And meditation is part of it because they know that it's going to impact the success of recovery after a heart attack. So meditation is definitely part of health. And if it was only that, I would already be happy. But it's much more than that. And that's for you to discover when you're going to go with us through those 5 days and maybe take this technique of heartfulness for yourself later. And maybe like me, after 25 years, you'll still be doing it and maybe passing on to other people because you liked it. It's just, again, information and you see what you like. So these are my 7 tips for good health. Simple things about food. Watch how it's going to impact your mood. About water. Start by drinking water in the morning. Best thing you will not forget. It's a good habit. Usually people anyway drink water, so do it consciously. Add lemon to it. Breathing. Watch your breath. Take the time to breathe whenever you feel stress. It will already balance your systems. There's a wonderful mechanism in pranayama that I don't have time to explain now that balances our autonomic nervous system. Do exercise with joy. Play, please. Okay? Don't push yourself. Don't add stress to the situation already. Look at your bowel movement and your appetite to make sure that what you've done before is enough. And try to have at least a few nights where you sleep before midnight. That would be fantastic to boost your immunity and your health. And don't forget to relax. Relax with us. Relax with Heartfulness and try meditation. So that's all about my part about health. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. We are not going to take questions today. We will take them, at the end of the week. I will come back on Friday with the rest of the questions. But I would like to, explain, because we are on day 2, the second second tool about heartfulness, which is cleaning. Before I give the mic to, the trainer for meditation. So cleaning, as I was telling you, is another kind of deep relaxation. And why is it a deep relaxation? Because it is done at the end of the day. And what we are trying to clean is actually the emotional impact of things that have happened to you during the day. Okay? So whatever we do, even if we are at home, there are always things that are impacting us. Actually, whatever we do and think and watch are impacting us. You've watched a movie, and then, in the evening or the next day, you will still be thinking about it. Either it's good or bad, doesn't matter. It has left an impact on you. Then whatever conversation you have, or, emails you get, or classes that you have, or maybe, success that you got, is also going to impact you. It's not only the negative impact, but it's also the positive impact that I would like to talk about, because the fact that we get impacted means that it leaves a trace on me, does not allow me later to make the choice I would like to do as myself. I have actually been determined by whatever I have encountered. And it can also be other people, which is not what I would like to do. I would like to be here for myself right now with all the capacity I have inside. So the cleaning process in heartfulness helps you to actually remove these impacts. And we talk only about emotions. So when we talk about emotions, the best image that I have is really the fire, okay? And if it's a clean fire with a dry wood, it does not make smoke. That's feelings, okay? But if it makes smoke, then we talk about emotion, which is something that is actually not necessary, impacts us and becomes heavy, okay? We cough with smoke. So we keep the feelings. We know very well something did not happen fine and all, but I'm able to remove the emotional part so I can actually have a clear mind for whatever is going to come next in my life. So this is something that I loved when I started this meditation. I really loved it and I started doing it every day, specifically when I was on night duty. So, as medical students, we take night duties and you're not doing the same. I mean, maybe some of you are also in medical college, but it is true for any stress. Whenever you're super stressed, your mind cannot function properly. Unfortunately, when you're on night duty, you're alone, you're in front of a patient, and you have to take decisions. And it's not possible if you have tiredness, fatigue, and all the stress of the day that is still there in your head. So for me to kind of reset, my computer, and to take ahead the night, the evening and the night, I had to sit for 20 minutes and do this process so that I could come out completely fresh. And the freshness that you get is not only in the mind, it's also physical. So it's been a tool for me as a student, as a doctor. And I really encourage people, and my children are using that too, especially in exam crisis, when everything is too much in your brain. Sit, do your cleaning, or contact a heartfulness trainer, do the cleaning with the trainer, which is even a deeper cleaning. And it will really help you to remove that luggage. So how is it done? Because this is something that you are going to practice on day 4, not with me, but with another trainer. But I would like to show you so that you have an idea of what cleaning is, a video, okay, that actually explains the process. It's just a 3-minute video. No, 1 minute. Let me present again. Okay, give me a few minutes. I'm having trouble
No, ma'am.
presenting.
Indeed. Yes, ma'am. You may take your time. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a very knowledgeable, thought-provoking, and these are things that apparently people miss in a jiffy, right? So please do take care of these things because I'm pretty sure that the things that you miss in a jiffy are the things that are really very imperative and paramount for your healthy lifestyle. And off to ma'am in 3, 2, and 1.
Sound is audible, yes?
Perfect, ma'am.
Cleaning is done in the evening after the end of a day's work. You are mentally cleaning complexities and impurities from your system. Sit comfortably, gently close your eyes and relax. Bring attention to your back, from top of the head down to the tailbone. Imagine all complexities and impurities are going out of the whole system in the form of smoke. The smoke is oozing out from the entire back. Do not dwell on specific events or things to get rid of. Simply brush them off. Gently accelerate the process with faith and confidence. Apply your willpower as needed. Continue with the process for about 20 minutes. As the impressions leave, you will feel lighter and lighter, creating a vacuum in the heart. A sacred current from the divine source descends to your heart to fill the space. The sacred current is helping you remove the impressions. When complexities and impurities are gone, you're feeling simple, you're feeling pure. The sacred current is entering every cell, every corner of your body. The whole body is feeling sacred. Your whole body is now completely purified.
So this is really a fantastic technique that I hope you will try. You can always find them on our website. You know, you will practice it with one of our trainers. And I wanted to point it out because it's, the second element of heartfulness. So you need to know about it. But today, I would like to have another go at meditation because you tried yesterday once. And if it was your first time, you did not know what to expect, and it can be a little bit, like, oh, okay, that's all I was supposed to do. Good. So to have a second go and a third go is really important. We'll see things are changing as we start, especially the first 3 days. So today, I'm going to now leave the mic to my dear sister so that you can try to meditate again, okay? Find this balance. And then on day 4, you will try cleaning. Okay? So over to you.
Thank you so very much, ma'am, for this wonderful lecture. It was very thought-provoking, very knowledgeable, and something, as I've already mentioned, aforementioned thing, that people miss these things in a jiffy. So, and as Aristotle always used to say, that educating your mind without educating your soul is no education at all. So we have people who are ready to educate your mind. We have people who are ready to educate your souls as well. And kindly, I can see that a lot of people have been posting questions on Facebook. I'd request you to kindly take care of your questions. Take note of your questions on the 22nd of the August. And ma'am will answer to your questions and your queries on 22nd of the August. And now to the trainer for the session of meditation. I'd request Madam Swarcha Mehra. She's a housemaker, a heartfulness trainer, and has been into the system from the past 20 years. So I'd request Madam Mehra to kindly take on the stage from here on. Off to you, ma'am. Ma'am, your microphone is on mute. Ma'am, I'm afraid that's still on mute. There'd be mic kind of an option over there, and you have to click onto that particular option. So unmute itself, the red color kind of an option, ma'am. Oh, well, ma'am will be joining us in a short period of time. But till then, if you have any questions and queries, kindly post down your questions and we will answer to your questions on the 22nd. So I'd like to ask Dr. Nicolai that how this spiritual kind of an awakening came into her when she started initially on with meditation, and that too she has been meditating from quite a long time. So how did she think that actually this will particularly help me in my life? How was it, ma'am? How did your journey start into this field and niche of spirituality and meditation?
So I actually started hearing about meditation in France for the first time when I was in 12th standard. That was much too early for me. I was not inclined at all. I'm a Christian, born, educated in Christianity, okay, and a very normal traditional family. But then I actually gravitated around people who meditated for some reason, and I felt that they were happy, successful, and fun. And I thought, what are they doing that makes them like that? And there was really something that attracted me because of the people who were doing that. And I waited, resisted for some time. And then I thought, you know what, why am I not trying? At least I should give it a try and see for myself if I like it or not. And the moment I tried, I actually loved it. And I thought, and I still think the same, that I should tell everyone in the world that this is available. It is, that we don't charge for it because it's for all. You don't need to be educated. I've been teaching people from all over the world. We don't even speak the same language. You don't even need translation because it's really something that happens heart to heart. And as I was telling you, it has helped me first in my studies, okay, to focus, to get much faster. I work faster than ever because, I mean, it's just happening. You don't even need to do it. So this simple practice is good on an everyday basis, but in a long run, it really helps you to tackle life, difficulties of life, choices, and get also courage, all this kind of thing. So it's extremely helpful for all. Either you're a housewife or you're, a president. We have ministers meditating with us. We have, people from all walks of life. It's kind of fantastic. So I always encourage. I feel, meditation is for, and I feel that meditation, this system of meditation, that's extremely effective, is for students. It's for youth. I started at your age, and I just felt, wow, it's incredibly punchy and effective. So I want you guys to try. You should give it a shot and see if it makes sense or not. But it really opens something that nothing else can open, and it's yours. There's nobody else's business, So that's also something nice. I think if she's not joining, I'm going to take her. It's okay, because I don't think she came back.
Sorry,
I would
ma'am.
like you to have a second. I think I'm going to take the meditation session because she didn't come back. Okay. And I would like you to have a try. Otherwise, it's already 7:10. We will miss the opportunity to meditate. Is that fine? Shall we go ahead?
Perfect, ma'am. Perfect. The stage is all yours. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly meditate and have a really fun time over here, and kindly enlighten your minds with the meditation that we are going to have now. Off to you, ma'am, in 3, 2, and 1.
Okay. So I want you now to start relaxing. I told you it's all about relaxation and a deeper relaxation. I want you to find a comfortable seat. Do not try to sit straight, in a specific asana. Do not do chin mudra, not necessary. Just put your hands together on your lap and be comfortable, because it's all about forgetting, the body. So if you can forget your body and feel a little bit even drowsy or extremely comfortable, like you don't know if you're going to sleep or not, it's fine with me, okay? So please sit down, comfortable position. We will start with meditation, with relaxation again. And if you're new, you didn't join yesterday, I'm going to ask you to just bring your attention to the heart, okay? Where you feel your heartbeat, the chest region, and have a suggestion that is just to start with, that there is a source of light in your heart. It's already there. And this source of light is attracting you in, and you have to let go and let yourself come within, okay? You actually don't have to do much, but just try to be there. And you will see that first thoughts are coming out. Like, when you open a Pepsi can, there are bubbles. This is a relaxation of your brain. It's a normal phenomenon. It has to happen. Let them go. But try to bring back your attention to the heart. And that's all. So we will do that in silence for about 15-20 minutes. And then you will hear that's all. Keep your eyes closed for the entire time and just try to observe what's happening or just relax completely. So close your eyes, sit comfortably. If at any moment you feel like moving because your leg is, getting numb, you can move. Start the relaxation with the toes. Wiggle your toes and relax them. Feel the energy of Mother Earth entering your feet and ankles, relaxing them. Feel the energy moving up your legs and knees and relax them. The energy moves up your thighs. Feel them completely relaxed. Now deeply relax your hips, lower abdomen and lower back. Feel the energy relaxing all your abdominal organs. In your chest, feel your chest relax. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms and hands. And bring attention to your neck. Relax each of your neck muscles and the muscles of your face, your jaw, lips, your nose, eyelids, forehead, back of the ears, back of the head, till the top of your head. And see how your body, from the top of the head till the toes, your body is completely relaxed. Gently bring your attention to your heart and have a simple suggestion that there is a source of light in your heart. Don't try to imagine a flame or a bulb. Just there is a source of light pulling you inwards. If you have thoughts, gently let them go. Let them leave you and bring your attention back to the heart and stay there as relaxed as possible until you hear that song. And that's all. So keep your eyes closed for some time and just observe how you feel right now. Make a mental note for yourself. Pay specifically attention to how you feel now after the meditation is over. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. So I would encourage you to start writing down how you feel after each session, because it's extremely scientific actually, and the more you observe, the more you will be aware of what is happening. And I feel it's a factor to motivate yourself to be able to feel things and to become more sensitive for yourself, for the your own experience, but also for your interactions with others after that, in your job, in your studies, in society. Okay, so that's all from my side.
Thank you so very much, ma'am, for this wonderful meditation session as well. I feel like that childlike bliss and internal happiness has been bestowed upon me after this very wonderful session. Meditation is really very great, and I've been hosting events throughout the day, but now I feel so refreshed. I feel like I've just woken up after a long 10 or 9 hours sleep. So it is indeed very very good and spiritually enlightening. And thank you so very much, ma'am, for coming on to this wonderful platform, for telling people what is the imperative value of a healthy lifestyle and how to get a healthy lifestyle despite all the burden and the actual information that is available on the internet. You went through some of the most basic and some of the most terrestrial tips that eventually a lot of people miss. So thank you so very much, ma'am. I'd even like to thank Society for Management Learning, SML, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to host Dr. Veronique Nicolai onto this very wonderful evening and very wonderful platform. And ma'am, especially I'd like to thank you on behalf of the entire lovely professional university for coming over here and telling students what is healthy lifestyle. Thank you so very much, ma'am.
Thank you all. Thank you for the opportunity to come, and also your good presentation, introduction, and anchoring. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of your loved ones and have a great time. And I am pretty sure that one day we will fight this coronavirus and we will throw our masks into the air and we will say we have finally done it. Good evening. Take care of yourself. Sahas Rawal officially signing off. Thank you, ma'am.
Good night.
Thank you so very much, people. And I'd like to thank the technical department, the students, and all the dignitaries who have come over here for this wonderful, wonderful session. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and I will see you soon.